The Rising Sun is a local charity. We have been running for roughly 45 years and we support predominantly women and children, survivors of domestic abuse, but anyone that has been victim to domestic abuse. Our support is crisis intervention, so people and survivors that are at the point of crisis, we will come in at that point and offer guidance and support and most importantly safety advice. The work does stretch further than that. After we've gone in at that actual crisis point, we will then look to do the recovery side of the work, which would include things like counselling, psychoeducational group work, one-to-one work, and looking at the whole family unit to see how we can support. So as well as the services that we run, as is in the crisis intervention and the advocacy work, we also have some other projects that we have recently taken on. So we started work at William Harvey with a HIDFA support service, which is a hospital IDFA role. So that supports survivors, victims of domestic abuse that may come into A&E at crisis point. We'll have someone there that can offer support and safeguarding. We work closely with the safeguarding team within the hospitals to offer that expertise around domestic abuse and options for survivors. Roughly around 3 years ago, we took over a supported living accommodation which houses young women between the age of 16 and 24 who are at risk or are survivors, victims of domestic abuse and are pregnant or have had a baby up to 6 months old. The women can come and stay there for up to 2 years where they will be supported with their babies, and in that time we will look to do sort of recovery, psychoeducational work and support them to find more permanent residency for them and their babies.
In terms of kind of our charity, we've always been quite grassroots, so any funding that we get is really, really important to go towards our survivors and their children to help them keep safe from domestic abuse. In particular, KCF have been a supporter of us for a good few years, and there's been lots of projects that you guys have helped us with, but most recently the money that we've received has gone towards our counselling service. We've been able to grow that service. We were supporting adults who were victims of domestic abuse, but with some of the money that we've received, we've been able to extend that to children and young people too, which is a fantastic service and means that we're able to provide support to child survivors as well as adults.
We don't take for granted how privileged we are to work with the survivors that use our service and how valuable it is to them and the trust that they put into us. As I said at the beginning, we've been running for over 45 years and that service is as valuable now as it was back then.
Hand on heart, I can truly say calling the Rising Sun that day changed my life. The support I received from my support worker was amazing. It took 7 months from when I first sought help to the end to help me escape the horrible circumstances. My support worker gave me amazing advice, options, and never judged me. I felt listened to for the first time, and I felt I was truly understood. She was always there through every step of the way. She gave me coping skills and helped me rebuild my life. But most importantly, she remembered everything about my story. It's truly made me feel like somebody cared for the first time. I'm free from domestic abuse and able to rebuild my life with my children. And I will always hold the support I had and my support worker dear to my heart.